So this here is the rest of the stuff that I got from Seafoam Islands. I evolved the Jinx and the Starmie from their previous forms, since you can't find these two in the wild. Crawdaunt is a 1%er, and actually, I do believe as well... where is it? Yeah, I found a Kingler as well. I don't know why I sorted it into its box, but... And in case I haven't shown it off yet, I also got a Pelipper. Okay, so, with that now out of the way, we can proceed onward to the route up north. I've already checked the location. I've already checked the place for new Pokemon and whatnot through Advanced Map, and there is absolutely nothing new, not even in the grass up at the north and near Pallet Town. So this segment is going to be nothing but trainer battles. This isn't a particularly long route either, so I should be able to get through this in the first maybe 10 or so minutes. And so then we can use the other half of the segment to do some exploring in the Pokemon Mansion. So then, Crawdaunt actually decided to be really easy with me and just show up immediately as soon as I repel tricked for that, and the Wailord and the Kingler, because they were all like really low percent. Like I know Crawdaunt and Kingler were 1%ers. The Wailord was pretty much a 1%er. Also, Citizen Sniffs. Just have no effort whatsoever put into it. Stop with the Protect crap, Kingler. But anyways, those two were 1%ers, the Crawdaunt and the Kingler. For some reason, I was having some kind of difficulty running into a Smoochum. It didn't take me that long, but it was kind of just being a bit annoying and rather persistent in avoiding me. So... it took just a little bit of a while. Wailord, I think, took the longest. It was either that or the Kingler, but one of them took really long for me to find. And Octazooka, that's something you don't see every day, but I'm not going to end up getting killed by another one if it hits me with it. So let's just... I don't know why it didn't go in for the kill, instead used Focus Energy. That must be what makes the trainers here just suck. They don't know how to deliver the finishing blow. Like the England cricket team! Yay! Referencing back to their horrible Ashes campaign of a couple of years back. Okay, so I think we're about halfway through the trainers here, and that Earthquake, so powerful. But yeah, I've recording this like far later than any of the other 3 segments I recorded in this session, because I kind of had to just bring my session to an abrupt end when my sister came home at like 4 in the morning, and she just decided to crash in my room, and so it's just like, well, damn it, I can't record because it'll just wake her up and it'll piss her off and shit like that. So I had to just sort of sit there, do absolutely nothing until she woke up, and then before she had the opportunity to wake up, I took a look on Facebook and whatnot and found that the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list got announced, and it's actually a surprisingly good one. I did record a thought dump video of that, but then I deleted it because I was stuttering far too much and was basically speaking very incoherently throughout the entirety of the video, and I ended up freaking getting up to 40 minutes in video length, so I decided I wanted to just give it a little bit of time, try to consolidate my thoughts, and try to drop it to at least a half an hour, and without anywhere near as much pointless babbling and just speaking incoherently. Good thing I don't have to worry about running out of Leaf Blades, because we're just about done with the trainers here. Double battle, okay. Homestar... Can we... yeah, thank you. Some of these bloody keyboard keys are really not working as well as I'd like for them. Lantern and Gorobus. Okay, Homestar... we're going to focus entirely on that Lantern. Bolt Absorb, seriously? God damn it. Right, dig. Dodge potential water attacks coming its way. Of course it has to pick on Homestar, why wouldn't it? Ugh. That Lantern was a bit dickish. I should have known it had water. I should have known it had Volt Absorb as well. The one I used in Omega Ruby had Volt Absorb. Don't need to waste a Hyper Potion with that amount of damage taken. 2 more fishermen. And of course they have to have a shitload of Pokemon, thus just making things take longer than they ever have any right to do. And you're running nothing but Remoraid, aren't you? If you summon on, if you're about to send in another Remoraid, okay, Seal. That's actually different. Not that interesting, but it's different. Thank you for the critical. Not sure if it was necessary, but it was welcome anyway. Gotta like whatever. Screw you. Pursuit doesn't kill it. Why am I not surprised? I'm so tempted to just put Steel Wing on. Steel Wing might actually have some pretty decent type coverage against Giovanni when I fight him next. Thunderbolt. This guy must be the guy that, like, originally had 6 Magikarps, but has now replaced 5 of them with 1 Gyarados. Which, he got the he got the, good end of the deal there, because 1,000 Magikarps are not as powerful as a single Gyarados. But yeah, there are a grand total of 3 Pokemon in this grass. There is Mr. Mime, there is Tangela, and there is Lickitung, all of which I have already obtained. So let's go to Pallet Town, pay our dumbass mother a visit, that she's useful in helping me heal, and then screw surfing. Let's just fly all the way down to Cinnabar Island. Yeah, might as well stock up on some stuff while I'm here. Buy that. Think I'm happy with those. Yeah, good with those. Okay, so into the mansion we go. I get the feeling that the encounter rate in this place is going to be really, really bad. Yeah, it's probably going to be really, really bad. And of course, it's going to be the place is going to be filled with Pokemon that we already have. Koffing's far easier to catch here than it is in Celadon, but I was lucky enough and got one in my very first encounter surfing in that little watery patch. Surprisingly, a bunch of ghosts in here. I don't recall the existence of a bunch of ghosts in this place. Yeah. The trainers in here are kind of weird. They just walk around. Not conventional, like, movement. Yeah, not conventional movement, patterns of, typical trainers. So anyways, we can go ahead and add Dizzy Punch to the list of moves with very low confusion chances that as a general rule of thumb, must always confuse. So I believe we have 3 of those now, in the form of Psybeam, Signal Beam, plus the aforementioned Dizzy Punch. Super Fang! Wake. Wait, isn't there a switch here that I can hit? I thought there was one back here. None of the fire types here are really that interesting either. Yeah, these statues all have, I actually need a Growlithe. I actually need 2 Growlithes. I need one to keep as it is, and one to evolve, so why not? So that's 1, and I did not hit the bloody switch. And the eyes light up red. Nice little attentiveness to detail there. Ice Beam this. Thank you for the freeze hacks, it makes it far easier to catch. Sweet. So that's the 2 Growlithe. Just because I can, I'll probably pick the better natured one to evolve. Just because. I do believe I need another Vulpix as well, so I will probably catch that as well. There's that, which I believe is activated by a different switch, so I believe my exploration on the ground floor of this place is done. Hopefully there are Vulpixes on higher floors than this. There is a burglar, who looks like a frickin' super nerd, but is in fact a burglar. And cannot... Wow, short-sightedness, and he has glasses. Actually, no, they're probably sunglasses. But then again, there are those sort of hybrid glasses that just work as both sunglasses and eyeglasses. The shade, they darken in shade when you go out in the sun. Depends on the light source and whatnot. Okay, yeah, you got a bag of loot because you're a burglar. I don't approve of the existence of this type of trainer. because they just remind me too much of the looters. Like when a cyclone hits up far north Queensland and shit like that, and then it's just a whole bunch of people looting abandoned houses and properties and other bits and pieces, and Hypnosis as being a dick, and Confused Ray as being more of a dick. Wake up. Yeah, oh my god. Yay, we got past the confusion mess. Okay, so that took far longer than it should have. And Vibrover is at level 44, which I might as well just use a rare candy on, although it's there's a couple more trainers, so I might as well slug it out. There's an item over here on this balcony. Ditto, which I already have. Zinc. I might use that to jack up someone's special defense. Nearly Christened Pokemon Mew. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those diary entries here that for some reason did not get scorched. Because I believe I'm pretty sure this place like got burnt down in a fire or something like that. Like it got hit by a fire, and obviously it's still sort of around, but there's a whole bunch of destruction here, there, and everywhere and whatnot. It's kind of not good. There's another one which I suppose I might as well read. I consider myself obligated to read all of these diary entries, but I figured I might as well if they're there. Who knows, if I read them in a certain order, it'll be like read them in this particular order and just I don't know why I'm putting more emphasis on the D there. Yeah, read it in a certain order and shinies become a 1-in-1 chance of encounter. Just some shit. Turns out there's like an incredibly complex read this diary entry 20 times, then go over to this diary entry in X amount of steps, and then read this other diary entry 3 times, and then read out some other diary entry 14 times, and it's just like opens a secret compartment below the basement where you find Mew. No, it opens a secret compartment in the basement where you find Arceus, even though he just isn't in Gen 1. Or Gen 3 for that matter. Okay. Oh god. Okay, Artorigus cannot lead. Homestar it is. Switch this back off so I can navigate this place over to the left. I mean right even. Lost my sense of direction. Lost my sense of wording as well, especially in that thought dump video. Iron. Another thing I can use to jack something up. I might actually be able to get through the entirety of this place in this segment. It'd be very bloody quick if I could. Ampharos, okay. Blah blah blah. Level 43 Spearow! You got these two epic sort of somewhat respectable Pokemon, and then it's just like Spearow. It's just like Spearow. That's just it. It's just a Spearow. It is absolutely nothing more. It's a Spearow and nothing else. Like, good god. He has no justification for using a Spearow and not evolving it into a frickin' Fearow. I'm sorry, but he doesn't. I don't care if the Pokemon itself doesn't want to evolve. If, Broadband didn't want to evolve, I'd tell him just go fuck himself. Either evolve or get out of my team or some shit. That makes me sound like a complete and utter asshole, but yeah, I kind of want these. I would kind of want these things to evolve, unless I was doing a specific, just that Pokemon only run, like a solo run. That's the one. But he can't even justify having it for a solo run because it's not the only Pokemon he's got, unless he's using the other two for HM slave purposes. Oh my god, really? Go to sleep. No. No. Go to sleep. No. Go to... Oh, for fuck's sake, safeguard. Okay, running away because this thing decided that I am completely forbidden from catching it no matter what happens. That's a way out, by the way, and it's one way, because if you try to go back in, you just end up back in the main entrance, which I think is stupid. Because they made an alternate way... They made an alternate way into the power plant, which was different from the one in the original, but they didn't do that for this. But yeah, so there's really not much here that I haven't got. Surprising. I fully expected Torkoal to survive that, so I have no issue with it. Oh my god. Like, right when I'm about to kill something, it misses, and the game punishes me for missing. In the worst goddamn way possible. She's like, oh, you missed, sorry, you die. Flamethrower, okay, then that's fine, I can live it. Burn. Okay, fine, take down, kill it. Doesn't die, die. Doesn't die, you die. It's like punishing me for my own bad luck. I can't help having bad luck. And then the game's like, yes you can. You can have better luck. How? Anyways. That would be just a pointless tangent to go on. You know, I could actually catch a Numel and evolve it into Camerupt for this sole purpose of just, like, trading for that Shelgon. I'll have to have a look off screen to see if there is, in fact, anything here that I have not actually caught. Because I know you can find wild Camerupts in I think it's in a post-game area, but you can find them in the wild, so I don't have to catch an Numel and evolve it. And looks like I didn't have to use that rare candy either. Okay, so we now have a Flygon for the playthrough, and Earthquake, why not? Get rid of Sand Tomb. Not like I'm ever going to use it, but it's fine. So now I can remove the Experience Share from it. I believe that was actually the last trainer in this place. So I'd say that was pretty well justified. Okay, Super Repels are going up, just to get this part over and done with as quickly as I possibly can. Blizzard TM, that's not the only good TM in here either. Because if we go down here, we have, that's the secret key, and then directly south is the Solar Beam TM. So that's just a whole bunch of awesome shit. And let me actually bring up the item finder here. Yeah, there used to be a rare candy in this little room, but they just took it off. They just took it out for some stupid reason. I'd have liked to have had that rare candy. An extra rare candy to help evolve Pokemon for the collection would be really nice. Yeah, it looks like the only thing I'm going to need to come back here and catch off screen is the Vulpix, unless I find another one on the way out. Ugh. Wait, really? Okay, I was not actually aware that you could find Magcargo in this place. Thanks for the boost in the firepower. Yeah, ouch. This thing's a bit of a glass cannon though, so thankfully it is slow. Okay, so just sort of arbitrarily getting a Magcargo. I suppose this is a good way to finish the segment. Assuming it gets in the ball, of course. Oh my god. Go to sleep and get in the ball, okay? It's not that hard. Damn it! Oh, come on! This is a waste of time. Stop wasting my time. Thank you. And Wheezing. I completely and utterly forgot you can find Wheezing in this place. 7 balls. Can I get it in 7 balls? I may have to start abusing save state. Damn it. Come on. This is making this segment take incredibly longer than I would like to. I'm concerned that it's already up to like 25 minutes now or some shit. Time does fly when you're having fun, and I'm having some kind of fun playing this game. Don't know why, but I am. Okay, I think we should be done once we catch this Vulpix. Get in the ball. Yay. Okay, so unless there's something here that is just incredibly rare to find and can only be found here and I haven't caught it, I should be actually completely and utterly done with the Pokemon Mansion. So, next time, this gym, where I am probably going to suck. I may have to do some off-screen grinding, but yeah.